A lot of you guys have been asking me, why are the XRP and HBAR rally halted? Sometimes it feels like we've been looking ahead to weeks with nothing massive taking place, and I recognize loads of you men want to end up multi-billionaires tomorrow, so I idea, hey, what better manner to feed your men urge for food than to explain what is surely taking place. I've carried out quite a few on-chain studies and discovered a number of unique transactions that tells a quite thrilling story, which we are going to get via. In cutting-edge video along a few other geopolitical and monetary news events that I suppose will resonate with a lot of you guys and help you understand what is in reality happening, because at the cease of the day, all we want is answers. When Lambo, when Lamborghini, right? That's the maximum important query. So I hope I can answer that these days. With that being said, although, yeah, this is sort of what we're managing proper now, there's a ton of volatility throughout the market. And what I will say is Xrp Hbar XLM, they were acting extra special. In evaluation to the relaxation of the market, they're doing so much higher. And that could be a motive for all of you people to rejoice, okay? Because if these initiatives are going up on an afternoon where quite an awful lot each unmarried other cryptocurrency goes down, or they're losing extensively much less than the alternative opposition, this tells a totally convincing tale of complete dominance. But before we get into that kind of stuff, yeah, we simply got to talk approximately this, due to the fact the crypto marketplace has been going through a difficult time. $655 million were liquidated from the cryptocurrency market within the final 24 hours. That is a quite large, wide variety, and that is why probably numerous you are asking me the query about when is the subsequent rally going to be. Fair play, men. And so I need initially what is going on in China, due to the fact we did get a few quite interesting updates there, financial crisis kind of updates, after which we're going to get into whale interest in you. Realize form of smash matters down from there on out. So this is by no means befell in records. In a sudden collapse, the 30-year hobby quotes are actually lower in China than Japan. China's economy is currently being described as a deflationary spiral as seen in Japan within the 90s. What does this imply? Well, this is a chart right here showing the 30-year government bonds in China versus Japan. As China cuts interest costs, Japan is raising interest costs, and not even the 2008 monetary crisis noticed Japanese yields upward thrust above Chinese yields. China is now facing a Japanification of its economy. In different words, China's financial system grew manna too fast, and they may be additionally experiencing something else right now, and that is populist collapse. Now that is of direction an exceedingly awful combination. When you have an exceptionally strong group of workers, but your populace is going down and you can't satisfy the desires of the consumers and vice versa nicely, things begin to get quite crazy. And that's when you begin to see deflation, because there may be plenty of humans with money, but there's no longer really a marketplace to deal with a number of what they have got in play proper now. There's way too many houses for the people that stay there. There's manna too many products for the humans that live there. So what are human beings forced to do? Well, they may be compelled to lower their fees so one can, with any luck, get some sales, and that could be a quite troubling element for any economy to undergo. You can see traders in China's 11 trillion government bond market have by no means been so pessimistic about the arena's second largest financial system. As a result, we're now seeing the largest gap in U.S. Chinese bond yields in records. China's 11 trillion bond market is flashing warning signs. China has had 6 immediately quarters of deflation for the first time considering that in 1999. Population dynamics are moving inside the real property disintegrate worse than 2008. This is much like what Japan saw yet again within the 1990s. 25 plus years later, Japan has nonetheless no longer recovered from this. Japan's actual property market and their inventory marketplace have been hitting document numbers at this time, and nonetheless Japan today has no longer recovered their markets to that stage. This is why deflation is so dangerous. It can pretty literally destroy your financial system, something that a few human beings have in no way recovered from. We could also see populist dynamics as certainly one of China's largest similarities to Japan within the 90s. In 2050, the share of Chinese over retirement age could be 39% of the entire populace. 45% of human beings can be age 65 or older, up from 13% in 2010. This is due to their one infant policy. That is of path inflicting their whole population crumble. So what gives? What does any of this should do with the crypto market? Well, it is something that definitely needs to be focused on a bit more, because any huge financial system going through whole collapse like this can ship ripples throughout the whole marketplace. Not just China. I mean, China is the most important exporter in the world. They have such a lot of manufacturing hubs there, just producing, you realize, matters for anybody else in the international. And if they may be unable to meet their end due to population crumble and deflation in a majority of these troubles they are dealing with internally, a whole lot of human beings aren't going to get merchandise anymore. So we're going to have a time of financial slowdown inside the US and Canada and Europe, where we need to discover a new manufacturing hub or watch for China to get all in their stuff so as. And commonly talking, during periods of time like this, humans look for one very precise element: a hedge towards inflation and a hedge in opposition to a collapsing enterprise economy. And never within the history before have we. Had more than one extraordinary alternatives. Gold being certainly one of them, which became of path the most not unusual one at some point of times of financial uncertainty. However, now cryptocurrency is nicely. A fiat system that we do not want to worry approximately minting new cash into oblivion and destroying definitely the whole lot for every person. Yeah, that's what cryptocurrency provides. That is, of course, essential for everyone here. With that being said, although there may be a variety of manipulation occurring within the markets proper now, and loads of information media retailers will factor at what's happening in China and say, oh yeah, that is why it is occurring. This is why you're seeing the markets unload, yada, yada, yada. When in truth, there are large whales inside the United States of America, huge establishments moving masses of billions of greenbacks in unmarried transactions. You already know, sending it from you already know. And the Coinbase and selling it there and then doing this with like a number of decryptos. You can see this whale proper here transferred $247 million really worth of Solana from an unknown known wallet to another wallet. This pockets proper right here transferred $141 million worth of Bitcoin from an unknown pockets to Coinbase. And this one right here transferred some other $181 million from an unknown wallet to any other exchange referred to as Cumberland. So that is something that sincerely begs the eye of all of you. We have people which are transferring hundreds of millions of greenbacks in unmarried transactions of Solana, Bitcoin and many different cryptocurrencies, after which simply dumping it on the open marketplace, causing big quantities of rate manipulation. And then those very equal human beings also are buying those cryptocurrencies when they die down. And here's the component, right? Here's the plot twist. Yes, that is authentic. Everything it really is happening in China, the deflation, the monetary collapse, this is occurring right now. But what people aren't speaking about is the truth that none of this is truly playing into the marketplace here. What's clearly going on is simply blatant institutional whale manipulation. And after you, without a doubt, start looking at the one's transactions, it becomes abundantly clear to everybody with any common sense what is going on. I mean, you study the charts right here. I simply want to show you this 15-minute chart here for HBA hour nowadays because it is just only coordinated throughout everywhere. Out of nowhere, you'll just see 5, 6, 7 or purple candles all come out. A couple of candles losing more than 1% every unmarried step of the way. Same address XRP, it's miles coordinated throughout the entire marketplace. You can see proper here 1.54%, 2.32%, 1.81%, all inside a 1 hour time period. These are people, big establishments that are selling and honestly tanking these candles, and it passed off again proper here these days at the 8th of January. You can see huge sell-offs, large rate manipulation, after which we hit proper here. And a gaggle of purchase orders from retail investors were fulfilled, myself included, proper here at $2.20 according to Xrp. And now I'm up large, as you could see on this function right here, up 15% on these trades wherein I'm shopping for and off of these huge dips. And here's the deal. What those institutions will hold to do is just try to get you to promote your function, make you panic sell. As they're buying off of your fear, they are buying your worry on those red candles. They would possibly make a huge pass right here. They might dump a candle 2%. They see that retail starts panic sealing, it is going down another 2%, and then you definitely see a God candle shape out of nowhere, a 3-4% on the manner up. And that is all within 30-45 minutes of time. These human beings are basically simply taking advantage of marketplace psychology to make a large profit. And it really is truly important to do not forget proper now. And the essential component is simply to play the sport that they may be playing. Do no longer play the mental recreation that they are seeking to play on you. Instead, simply observe the candles, look at it logically and suppose, okay, we simply had 3 consecutive candles in which we dumped. You recognize 2 to 3% in keeping with candle. Maybe I can buy right here. And in case you do that, always, as you can see from my chart, you may almost capture the bottom every unmarried time. You can study all of my buys right here on XRP as an instance. This is just over the direction of the ultimate couple of days. Very continually, I've been catching these bottoms. And what I can almost guarantee you guys is in case you try this time and time once more, and you continually just have a little bit of budget at the sidelines to purchase these dumps right here. Well, you're going to make plenty of money within the long time. And so this is exactly what I'm doing. And I want you guys to enroll in me on that journey. And the way to do that is to sign up for my Discord network, guys. I publish all of my trades in there, all of my futures trades. You men can get in there and learn alongside me and make a number of cash with me using these institutions' capital towards them. We can win. We truly can. I've been prevailing for the previous couple of months and I need you men to be a part of that adventure. The best requirements to get access to my VIP channels is to join certainly one of my associate exchanges. Both of the links for the ones are down under for each mix, as you can see proper here.